I tried to get them to talk me out of it. It just didn't work. So here we are. We're going to be doing an unboxing video. Brand new Blackstar amp just for you. Stay tuned. So guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Addicted to Gear. As you can see, I've been on a rampage again, and I tried not to be enticed and tried not to, be influenced, but unfortunately it didn't work. I reached out to some friends, told them I was considering getting an amplifier, asked them to talk me out of it. They did their best, but it didn't really work. So here we are. I have a brand new Blackstar amplifier in my hands right now, and I want to do an unboxing video right here in front of you guys so you can experience what it is to open up this brand new Blackstar amp. And the amp in question, I don't know if you can see it down here. I think you can make it out. It's a JJN-20. Now if you guys don't know what that is, I'm going to keep you in suspense for a little while until we take it out of the box. But I suspect a lot of you do know what that is. So if you do know what that is, you'll know that it just came out. It's a brand new addition to the JJN line. And it's bigger than a head, so it's not the head version. It's a combo version. And what the heck, I'll put you out of your misery as I'm opening it up. So Jared James Nichols is a hot up-and-coming guitarist that I really didn't know much about, to be honest with you, until recently. I was watching some videos and I came across a video of him playing a head version of the JJN-20. It's a head and a cabinet, a 212 cabinet that he was using. And it knocked my socks off. Not only his playing, because the guy is an amazing player, but also the sounds I was hearing from that Blackstar amplifier. So I'm going to tell you that I'm not a big fan. Well, not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of purchasing things sight unseen through YouTube videos, because there's a lot of nuances that can be missed, and definitely you want to be able to play the amplifier yourself before you actually purchase it, and I highly recommend you guys do that. However, the issue with this amplifier was that it is a limited edition, and it just came out, and it was limited to only 20 units in Canada. And by the time I actually called my local shop to see if they had any or could get any, they told me that there was only a few left. So I assume that this line is going to be pretty popular. Now the issue, obviously, is since it's a limited edition and there's only a few, you have to snag them up. And if you don't snag them up right away, you basically miss your opportunity, right? So there I was trying to decide what to do. Take my chances, wait, or just grab one. But I love the sound so much that I heard that I decided to just grab it. So here we are today. Let me just put this on the ground without carefully. This thing is not that light. And let's take out the foam. I like the way they packaged it. Well done. I want to make sure that you get it in one piece, right? Oh man, muscles. I need to use my muscles. All right. So here is the amplifier. You can't really make it out, can you? Yes, you can. Well, let's take it out of the plastic. Let's get it all off this thing. There we go. And let's get the plastic off of it. Oh man. They don't make it easy, do they? Well, it's good to see that it's well protected and well packed, because you don't want to get nasty surprises when you're doing an unboxing video. Oh, all right. Silica, we don't need that. And there's a handle thing here. Let's cut that off for you guys as well. And then we can have a look at this wonderful, great amplifier. Then I guess this is the foot switch that comes with it. Jared James Nichols JJN-20R, and it's the combo version, and it looks really sweet. Check it out. I mean, basket weave grill, racing green Tolex, really nice small compact enclosure. Looks awesome. Now, I haven't ever owned a Blackstar amplifier, so this is going to be number one for me, and I really hope I'm not going to be disappointed. The amp comes with a foot switch, and let me open that up for you guys so you can see it. Now the foot switch, I'm going to tell you, is made of plastic, so it doesn't, right away, it doesn't really feel like the best quality foot switch. There's enough cable. You can't plug it in, so it's actually hardwired. So I guess if it breaks, you have to replace the entire cable. I kind of like foot switches where you can actually put in a jack so that if it does break, you can easily just replace the jack. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it withstands wear and tear. So there's that. Then we have the plug, obviously, so I'll put that aside. That's not really critical for the time being. So on the top of the unit, what do we see here? Well, we have the standard info. We have the standard information on the amplifier, and basically what it says is it's using two ECC83 tubes as well as two EL84 tubes, and it's got apparently amazing cleans. Well, from what I heard from the videos, I can vouch for that. You have the foot switch channels, there's two of them. You have the ISF control, which is basically, you know, independent sound control, so you can get it to sound more British or more American. Studio quality reverb, 12-inch Celestion 12G75 speaker, and power reduction up to 2 watts. Now that's one of the things that really intrigued me about this amplifier. I wanted something to replace my Blues Junior. Now the Blues Junior that I had for a long time, I went to really painful lengths to actually get it to sound the way I wanted it to, but it's still essentially that American Fender sound. I wanted to get a little bit more breakup out of it, and I wasn't able to really do it, so I ended up selling it even after I modified it. I mean, it was a great amplifier for what it was, but it wasn't necessarily the tone I was after. So I wanted a small combo 20-watt amplifier, because the 20-watt package is really the greatest. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. It's not too quiet that you won't be able to play over a loud drummer, and it's not too loud that you can't play at home. But with the fact that you can scale down the sound to 2 watts with this thing is really amazing, because you can play at home without any issues at all. So that's really pretty cool. And the thing that I liked about this over the Blues Junior as well is that this one does have an effects loop. The Blues Junior did not. This one has USB audio recording, so you can actually go out of this right into your computer and your DAW, and you can actually record straight from here. You know, it's just a great all-around package. So let me turn this guy around for you so that we can take a look at the back a little bit here, because this is one of the questions that I was asking myself before I actually bought it, and there was not a whole lot of information on that. Basically what I was asking was whether or not the back of the amp was open or closed, and we can see here that it is open, but they did put in this really nice solid grill here to protect the back of it, so that you do have porting, but at the same time it's protected. So that's really cool to see. Now the other thing I wanted to know was whether or not this cabinet was made out of MDF or solid wood, and I can't really tell. Gonna have to open it up eventually and take a look and see what that is. But I'm hoping that it's not MDF. So what we have here is basically the back panel. You can see here there's actually a little heat sink in here. I can see part of the board in here as well, and the inputs are down here. So we have the power, the mains, which is down here. Then we have the speaker output. So we have a 116 ohm, 1/8 ohm, or 216 ohm out here. A DI output, a balanced DI output right here, which is really cool. Then we have an emulated output. So we have a line out for headphones. We have an emulated 412 or 112. So once you're using the balanced output, you actually have a switch here that emulates a 112 cabinet or a 412 cabinet, which is interesting to have as well. You actually even have an MP3 line in. Now that's pretty cool, I gotta say, because when you're playing music, you definitely want to be able to jam with whatever music you want to play with. So you have an input there. You have your effects loop, you have your foot switch, and then you have your USB right under there. The fact that they put it under here is a little bit difficult to see, so you have to like kind of bend over like I'm doing now to be able to see that. But all in all, it is protected by this back panel, which is good. Okay, so here's the tone control, and here we have the input, we have the clean channel, volume, tone, and we have a little switch here for voicing, little voicing switch, LED light. We have a blues power select button there as well. We have a gain knob. We have the overdrive here. We have, again, another voice switch. Then we have bass, metal, treble, ISF, level, volume, and then we have the 20 to 2 watt switch right over here. And then we have the on off button or switch right there. Overall looks really solid from what I can tell. The speaker on this thing is a 12T75 speaker. Now I know that on the regular head and 212 cabinet unit that was being sold before this unit came out, it was a combination of speakers. It was a V-type speaker and the 12 T75, which I think sounded great in the videos. So we'll see how this one performs on its own. But overall, guys, for a small package like this, I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty well stoked about it, and it really looks cool. I gotta say, the racing green and the Tolex really is really nice. I was a fan of the Artist series that they came out with, and I almost pulled the trigger on that one because I felt that it was the closest model that they came out with to the sounds that I was after. It was more like vintage sounding. The HT series to me always sounded a little bit fake. They didn't sound like as if they had a real natural voice. It sounded to me like they were kind of forcing to sound like a bigger amp that they were not, and they kind of missed the target on that one. So the Artist to me was pretty close, but it didn't have enough of the oomph that I was looking for, because ideally I want an amp that can do some good cleans and some good drive and gives me enough flexibility to go between those two elements easily and still sound good. I think the combo 20 watts is going to be killer, and it looks to be well built right off the bat. So I'm hoping it's going to do great in the live situation as well as in the studio. I can't wait to actually record with it and see what kind of sounds I can get out of it. Now the speaker is brand new, so normally whenever you get a brand new speaker like that, you definitely want to give it time to break in a little bit, because it could normally sound a little bit harsh at first. So you want to run the amp as much as you can for a little while at least, and then put it through its paces so that the actual speaker has time to loosen up a little bit and give you that real nice sound that it's gonna eventually keep, because it will change over time, right? So that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to show you this cool killer amp, get your feedback on what you think about the form factor and the features. And if you haven't already done your research on this amp, go check it out, Jared James Nichols 20. And this is the combo version, as you can see. So it also comes in a head and a 212 cabinet. I felt that the combo would be a lot more practical in my situation. So that's it. So thank you for joining me once again for a cool unboxing video. If you like the video and you like what I'm showing you here, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys tuning in. So stay tuned and keep rocking. There'll be more great videos coming your way right here on Addicted to Gear.